Hello there. Towards the end of 2014, Barking-based Precision Printing took a controlling interest in the Sunderland-based large format PSP, First to Print. It also became a partner in new venture, yourwalls.co.uk, an online print business that officially launched in January. So why this new push into wide format by what is still a privately owned 15 million turnover company led by high-profile CEO Gary Peeling? Hi Gary, can you just fill us in a little bit on Precision's core expertise up to date and why you've decided to go the wide format route now?
Historically, Precision is a company that provides marketing communications to large corporates, so companies like American Express. We have offset and in B2 we do direct mail, a whole range of items all the way through. I think probably more recently, in the last 10 years, the business has grown around digital sheet fed, so we're a big HP Indigo user. So still very much marketing communications focused, but I suppose in the last 5 years we've developed a new area of business which is supporting on-demand applications, so products like calendars, greetings cards, photo books and other print-on-demand consumer applications that are being printed. In order to support that, we developed some unique software, which is our OneFlow systems, our OneFlow cloud software. And what that does is it allows us to process web-to-print orders automatically in a completely hands-free environment. There's very much two sides to the business: our traditional marketing communication side, where we're dealing with brands, and we are also a production hub for a lot of the leading online consumer print brands as well. With regard to wide format, it's an area of business that I've been looking at for some time. It's clear to me that all of our customers use wide format and display products, and what we were really looking for was a way to enter the market, not just by buying a machine, an entry level, but also to have some expertise. I think it's quite naive to think that we can move into a market that is so mature and be able to compete without that expertise. So being able to be involved with a company that actually understands the market really well is interesting. In terms of the bigger picture as to why, I love display, I love wide format. We've got a big campaign currently at Precision where we have a new strapline through our new branding, which is Digital Loves Print. And essentially what our mission there is to excite people about printed media. We've been in this building for 10 years, for example. So 10 years ago, our customers today were just starting high school, they were just starting secondary school. They don't understand the power of print marketing, they don't understand where it works well. So we've got to surprise and delight. And when I look at wide format and display, I call them our passing fancies. It's a great way to demonstrate the power of physical media at an event or in a store or wherever it's displayed. It's a very clear way to describe to everybody what great visual graphic design can do, and if we can capture interest there, then we can move them through to the other printed products. So there's a great synergy there for the future. So I see display as being in a lot of ways the ambassador of physical printed graphic communication.
At the time of the First to Print deal, you said that it would allow Precision to get into online and offline large format markets, both of which you'd been looking at for quite some time. Can you just elaborate a bit on that for us?
For a long time, Precision has been supporting other online shop fronts, and our expertise in that area is robust. What we've never had is our own shop front. And what we had with the First to Print investment is the ability to be able to utilise where the trade buys. It provides probably one of the only comprehensive UK-based, and certainly that's where we're going to be now, UK-based online print portals. So there you can buy everything from digital printing, sheet fed, offset, wide format and all of the items in between. And although there are a lot of very large players in Europe, companies like PixArt, who we'd previously partnered with before, there aren't many significant players in the UK market. And although still embryonic, where the trade buyers has found a magic combination where they're combining the convenience of an online shop front with traditional account handling and support. It's working really well. We have 3,000 to 4,000 customers already. So the ability to be able to expand that product range, to be able to make the investment and to be able to put a comprehensive package together is really interesting. So rather than starting from a 0 point, we're able to start from a model that's already working. We're planning to relaunch the website, so in July we will have the new website launched with the full range of products. It will be easier to use and it will allow customers to be able to select and buy a much wider range of product which can be delivered using our OneFlow system to control those on-demand orders.
And can you tell us a little bit more about the yourwalls.co.uk setup?
Yourwalls.co.uk is a really exciting project. Now this is a startup. This is brand new. This is something that the team have been working on for 12 to 18 months now. We're taking the basic wall design software that's available from HP, and we've integrated it using their APIs into our website. And it's going to provide options for probably 3 groups. It's personalised wallpaper, essentially, so it's personalised wall coverings. And I think at the simplest consumer level, that's going to be taking images of your things that you like and decorating your children's bedroom with it, but also moving up the scale to prosumer or interior designer. It's going to allow them to be able to post their designs and have them ordered and printed on demand. And then the third market is around interior designs in our business-to-business market. So that's kind of where it falls back into Precision and our legacy customers. I think we'll see the use of personalised wall coverings developing quickly in the future.
You have said that First to Print, whose leadership team will stay on board, will now operate its offline business under the Precision brand. Can you just talk us through whether there's going to be much change at that operation?
No, the team up there are absolutely fantastic. It's a husband and wife team, Martin and Donna, that run the business. They've done tremendously well. The business has grown really quickly. They've got an excellent team behind them. They know exactly where they need to go. Our role really, from a group perspective, is to provide the expertise, support and investment to allow them to grow further. And also to be able to leverage our brand and products. So the First to Print business, the business-to-business brand, the traditional face-to-face exchange has been rebranded as Precision, as well as the wide format equipment in Sunderland. We also have some offset equipment, and we are moving some of our Indigo digital equipment up to the site so they can utilise that there, so we can support customers on same-day projects. And it allows us to support our customers, our legacy customers across the UK, because I'm now understanding that there is business north of Watford, and this is a really effective way of us supporting that.
So can you tell us something about the ongoing investment at both businesses?
We have quite an extensive investment programme, and that's really the reason for our involvement with First to Print initially, is to take the good work that they're doing and accelerate the growth. We have taken the unit next door, so we're doubling the size of the unit in Sunderland. That's in progress currently. So into there we will be installing HP Indigo 7500 on the sheet fed side. and we're also looking at tripling the wide format space, but also the production output. So we're currently looking at new products from Durst. What we're looking to do is to create a lean environment. So we're understanding, and now I understand, that wide format requires space. And that will be rolling over this next 90 days. That will be installed. And then the rest of the investment is really around the redesign, relaunch and marketing of both of the online brands. Here in Barking, our focus is on more automation. So we're looking at automated case binding for hardback books and also lay flat books. We process 60,000 orders a day, and currently we pack those by hand, which requires having 120 people here during that peak period to pack them. So we're also looking at an automated packing line which will be installed by next season. And finally, prior to peak season in 2015, we'll probably see the expansion of our Indigo installation here. But as far as wide format is concerned, that will be focused in Sunderland, and the majority of the offset and the digital sheet-fed Indigo will be here in London.
What do you expect First to Print and associated services to do to Precision's turnover?
In 2014, the turnover of First to Print was just under 2 million, and our target is to double that in 2015, so quite aggressive. Here at Precision, our turnover in 2014 was just over 15 million. So as a group, we will be looking at a group turnover, I hope, if things go well in 2015, of around about 20 million. Of that, now, as far as our online brands are concerned, we're the trade buyers, and yourwalls.co.uk will probably be contributing about £2 million of that turnover by the end of next year.
How does this latest move fit in with Precision's Charms approach?
Well, very closely. Obviously, our charms are marketing tools, essentially. The theory is all about exciting people about printed media, and we don't want to talk to them about what we print things on, because guess what, they're not interested. We don't even want to talk to them about how we do it. What we really want to talk to them about is what the outcome is likely to be. I think we will see other charms coming through for use in the wide format business. The most exciting one in that area is Mobiliser, and Mobiliser is image recognition for mobile phones. The one that we've chosen is able to be embedded into customers' apps. That's really powerful. It's allowing us to put image scanning technology, no QR code, nothing clunky like that, into customers' own apps, and therefore we bridge the gap between the physical space and the digital space, and it comes back to that digital loves print philosophy. So we're trying to do something emotional, we're trying to do something which is going to excite people, but also to outline right from the beginning to our new customers is that we know that we have to interact with the digital-only world, and finding ways to do that more effectively is really what we're looking to do over the next 5 to 10 years.
You previously had a collaborative relationship with Italy's Pixart Printing, and that meant you dealing with a lot of the small format orders here in the UK, but not the large format. Is there a message beyond a space issue that we should take from that?
It was always the plan in that joint venture for us to invest in wide format if we continued working with Pixart. We learnt a huge amount working with Pixart, and our role really at the beginning was to speed up the delivery in the UK and to provide UK-based customer service. It worked very well. We grew the market. We grew the market very successfully, and we learnt a great deal. And we're going to be taking a lot of those learnings into where the trade buys. Effectively, that relationship ended really only because of the investment strategy that was taken in Italy. But one of the things that was clear from the model in Italy, wide format on demand really requires you being close to the customer. Shipping wide format panels, as anyone in this business will understand, across Europe has huge challenges. Those are still challenges which you see within the UK, but they can be managed. And again, that's one of the reasons for our interest in where the trade buys. The little challenges around how do you get a panel intact through a courier system from Sunderland to a customer in London. We've solved that challenge. Although we've got some way to go to be the size of PixArt, it certainly demonstrates that the possibility is there for that to be done.
In terms of collaboration, how did you come across the first to print opportunity, and should we see more collaborative moves from you?
Yes, in terms of collaboration, and collaboration is a philosophy which is central to what we do at Precision. It's connected to my involvement in DScoop. I'm global chairman of DScoop. I think we're going to see the collaboration economy in general being a really interesting space. If you look at something non-print related like Uber, for example, they've completely disrupted the taxi service. They're using underutilised resources. Well, guess what? The print industry has plenty of underutilised resources, correct? But they're also improving the customer experience. So they're doing things on two sides. Talk to people about what you can do together. It is the way that business is going to be done in the future. I think cloud, automated workflow, new technology makes that so much easier than it was before. And the exciting thing about it is that by creating these new solutions, we can actually potentially open up new markets.